Alright, what up, people? This your boy Fred the Corp, Tampa, Florida, 813. Stand up. Alright, I'm here to give you some more fantasy tips for 2010. Alright, now, this is what I typically learned throughout the years. Okay, I know this year you're thinking about drafting running backs, rookie running backs. Alright, first of all, rookies, Matt Forte, what he did a couple years ago, that typically rarely happens, for a rookie just to come and just surprise everybody and light up the fantasy football scene, Normally your studs are going to give you, the production that you're looking for. Studs meaning like Frank Gore, Adrian Peterson, Chris Johnson. This year you got Ryan Matthews, I've done, some mock drafts. I've seen this guy, Ryan Matthews, go in the second round. And don't do that. Just don't do that. Please, don't. If you draft Ryan Matthews in the second round, you're just giving somebody your money. Alright, don't get me wrong. If he slips to the third, fourth round, then maybe you want to start maybe considering drafting him. But please, second round, people, really? The same round as Peyton Manning and like Andre Johnson, like really? This guy really has earned, for you to draft this guy this early? You didn't even know. He hasn't played one snap in the league yet. People, don't go and don't believe the websites when you're reading and they're like, oh, this quarterback has made strides. I'm from Tampa, and all they are saying is Josh Freeman has made all these strides. Don't believe none of that, because when it comes to the real deal in the real game situation, he will not perform. Not like Drew Brees. You don't expect for Josh Freeman to be Drew Brees overnight because you read some article in the magazine. No, it doesn't work that way. Alright, now I want to explain a little bit on sleepers. This is 2010, so when a sleeper is a guy who, first of all, if a guy is supposed to be a sleeper and he's drafted, let's say in the second round, he's not a sleeper. Okay, a sleeper is a guy that in your head, you know that this guy's going to have a breakout season, but at the same time, this guy's not worth you drafting real high. So what you do is you get a steal. You let this guy slip to like the 13th, 14th round, and then you draft him. Then he performs, and then he becomes a sleeper. He's not a sleeper if you draft him in the third pick. That means you just was an idiot. Even though he performed well, but you took a risk by drafting a guy that's really not proven, over a guy that's proven, which in fantasy, you have to go with the proven players. That's just how fantasy works. If it wasn't for stats from last year, there would be no fantasy. Alright, and if you're looking for a good site to do your draft or just to have your league, I recommend ESPN. We've been doing ESPN for 2 years. The website is awesome. It's great. You pretty much, it has full customized ability. You can create trophies. It carries stats over. It carries your records over from previous years. We love ESPN. We did Fox for a couple years, and when I mean Fox, I mean FOX, Fox. Fox Sports, oh my God, the worst site to ever do fantasy football. Don't do Fox. Please don't do Fox. Alright, now this year, there are some sleeper defenses out there. Now, what I want you to do, I'm really liking the Cincinnati Bengals. If it's anywhere in your draft, and you don't have to reach high, if everybody's taking the Cowboys, everybody's took the Jets, take a look at the Bengals. They got 2 shutdown corners, top 5 defensive linemen before he got hurt last year, and sack leader. They got some nice young linebackers that get after the ball, and the offense is so good that the defense is gonna have to be on the field for the whole game. It's important when you draft a fantasy defense that you draft a defense that the offense is gonna keep them off the field, because you want your defense to be fresh, so they can get interceptions, force fumbles, return touchdowns, punt blocks, all that shit. You need that. So don't get a defense like the Rams, where the offense is 3-and-out, and you pick the Rams defense, and they've been out on the field for the whole game, and they just getting slaughtered. Don't do that to yourself. Never ever pick a defense and they don't have an offense. You know, people got away with it for a couple years with the Ravens, but that's the Ravens. They just a freak of nature. Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, you know, those guys have football in their bloodline since they was like 3 years old. All right, what else I wanted to cover? Let's see. Also, too, a couple guys that you should pay attention to. Joel Edelman on the New England Patriots. You know, draft that guy. Let's see, Laurent Robinson, Rams. Draft that guy. Let's see. Also, too, Dwayne Bowe on the Chiefs. I predict this guy. He's gonna do the damn thing this year. He had like 4 touchdowns last year. You know, like 400 yards. Ridiculous stats. You know, Matt Castle. I don't know. Maybe he should have kept number 16. I don't know why he went to 7. I don't know. You know, he should have kept 16. Something's wrong with the 7. You know, just something's wrong with it. But and when you drafting or whatever, you know, take a look at your team. But you should always write down on a piece of paper your idea of how you want your draft to go. Like, have this strategy where you want to go like running back, which typically, I will tell you the truth, if you do 3 running backs, if you draft 3 running backs, all your first 3 picks, you will be in your league's playoffs. I can guarantee you that. You know, and just try not to, don't try to cover every position with every pick. So don't be like your first pick running back, second pick quarterback, third pick wide receiver. Don't do fantasy like that. Fantasy is not made to. It's not. You don't do that. You don't do that. You're gonna get all your positions covered no matter what. There's 32 teams in the league. That's 32 times the tight end, 32 times the running backs, and there's 32 starters times every position. So keep that in mind when you draft, and so you should always get the upper hand on your opponents. So always try to draft like get you 3 stud running backs. Whether it's like if you end up with Michael Turner, Joseph Adai, and you know, I'm from Tampa, and I know my Bucks, we don't have nobody to draft in fantasy, but this year, you can get Cadillac Williams. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that, draft Cadillac. He would be a good third back. You can throw him in the flex. You know what I'm saying? So you can run him as a flex running back. And what else? Oh yeah, also too, try to stay away from receivers that don't got a quarterback. Like for instance, the Rams. Like, if you really desperately need to draft a wide receiver, or you just have no choice but to get like a Laurent Robinson, just please don't do it to yourself, because if the quarterback's bad, that means typically the production of the receiver is going to be bad. Just keep that in mind. If you get a good team like the Saints, like you know what I'm saying, Robert Meacham, Lance Moore, Devery Henderson, all those guys is going to give you better production than starting receivers for the Rams. And they not even starting wide receivers, So it's just to show you, what I'm saying, that the quarterbacks matter for wide receivers. Like, people are saying that Larry Fitzgerald, what I'm saying, that his stock went down. He's a freaking nature. He will do his thing, what I'm saying, he will. So don't worry about that, what I'm saying. Draft Fitzgerald with confidence. And I'm telling you this, Fred thecorp. draft him with confidence. He will do his thing. That's it for this podcast. You know what I'm saying? Leave your comments. Let me know what you think, and I'll be back with more videos. Like I said, I got my show coming up. You know, my weekly fantasy series. Can't drop lists, free agents, who you should pick up, who you should drop, don't keep, sleeper defenses, sleeper wide receivers, sleeper quarterbacks, a few more strategies here and there. It's gonna be a good 2010 year, man. You know, fantasy is fun. You know that's the main thing. Remember, fantasy is fun. Like, you know, you get frustrated at times, and you want to put the gun to your head, or you want to like erase your whole team. Don't do that. Don't give up on your team. Never sell your team short. Just keep doing your thing. Have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Stop people from making the playoffs, and do your thing. Get at your boy, Fred the Corp.